Now, Australia's experience has been that when new technologies become economically competitive, then they are rapidly adopted by Australian businesses and households. And we're seeing that happen firsthand right now, Mr Speaker, with the adoption of renewables 10 times the global average in Australia, Mr Speaker, 4 times higher than China, Japan, the US and Europe, Mr Speaker. And we're now focused on unlocking new technologies that will help us to bring down emissions, address the challenges of those new technologies like firming of renewables, Mr Speaker. This is all about setting practical goals for those new technologies, like the goal of $900 per tonne for low-emission steel, Mr Speaker. Now, as we recover from the COVID-19 pandemic, a plan to strengthen the economy as we're bringing down our emissions is more important than ever. But it's not clear, Mr Speaker, that those opposite all agree. We saw a perfect example of that in this place earlier today when the member for Hindmarsh couldn't name a single Labor energy policy in a 20-minute speech, Mr Speaker. Not a single Labor energy policy. There was no plan for gas. There was no plan for reliable, affordable energy, Mr Speaker. There was no plan for a 2030 target, Mr Speaker, and there was no plan to stay in the Paris Agreement, Mr Speaker. But this week, Mr Speaker, we saw the AWU, the CFMMEU and 32 Labor MPs with a member for Hindmarsh in their sights, Mr Speaker. They showed up at an event on Tuesday night where we saw a plan laid out for Labor, Mr Speaker. Now, I'm not sure that the member for Hindmarsh got there, but I'll lay it out for him now. A plan for gas complementing renewables, a plan for coal, a plan for technology and industry, Mr Speaker. That's a great plan. It's aligned with our plan, Mr Speaker. Now, we've seen more constructive policy from the CFMEU and the AWU this week than we've seen from the member for Hindmarsh for 7 years as Shadow Minister. While those opposite fight amongst themselves, we're getting on with the job.